JLP for Jamaica, yeah.
Andy, you're live, you know, I don't know if you mean to come through, but you're live.
Yes, man. Good evening.
Good evening.
You're good.
Yeah, man, I'm there, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm just listening still. You see?
Yeah.
I'm listening.
How old are you, Andy?
Yeah?
Yeah.
53-year-old.
53-year-old. So, what you tell me, you know, has Jamaica been any better than today in your lifetime?
Alright, now the first in my life, I feel like I live in a one Jamaica.
Alright. You know if you say nothing more.
DUJON, good night, DUJON.
Good
We
night.
come up to say some things. I'm glad to see that when me attack, me glad me see that when you come up. You know, so me hear him and you, Richard, they find your name about you talk about you have a rice gun and wear and some things.
That's no. Me say
Ingram and them,
yeah,
they find your name, brother.
Hold on no. Yeah, let me say something. You see, in this world where we are black, people are going to say all kind of things, my G. We can't take it personal. They are going to say things to try to score political points. But we're more intelligent than that. Now that's what I say. So,
No, but if you hear you Richard, when I come talk about you live on a basement and Ingram. Or you live on a basement and where you distant. If you hear some things, brother, I want you to talk, you know, man. I don't tell you say no. Me I one of the warrior too, you know.
they must say me live on a basement because they want to know where me live, but they can't know where me live. Yeah. Are you Richard live on a basement?
Ingram let one him support it.
Good evening, Ingram. See the Ingram, good evening. What you have to say about it?
Good evening, DUJON. How you doing? How you doing?
Well, I'm there.
I have no concern if you live on the basement. I have absolute no concern if you live on the basement. That's my prerogative.
What me just say, I do not live under a basement. Just for the record.
DUJON, certain comments you don't respond to.
Exactly.
Certain comments you don't respond to.
Exactly.
You may say DUJON, me a big man.
Yeah.
And I want that's why I'm glad him come up. Me not tell lie.
No man,
Like him.
you know what, me believe you, I saw Mr. Ingramton man, but me I tell you, remember you know, we are two opposite side I divide. But we can't
DUJON,
yeah.
DUJON, if me I tell you you live on a basement, tell it to your face, here.
Alright.
If me I tell you you live on a basement,
DUJON.
never know you live on a basement
No,
first.
hold on.
Me never know you live in a basement first, and me tell you so.
May we finish here out Andy and then we can move on. Go ahead Andy.
You hear me now? Let's say first in my life, I feel like we live in a one Jamaica. Through the 90s coming up, I feel like in Jamaica. Come like we live in a place where you divide in a two. Where only one set of people have all the talk. No, me feel like we live in a one Jamaica.
Yeah.
You live on a place where right now me have food problem with a friend because be bad road me used to walk on
Yeah.
bad road. They carry my two daughters them from church, you know. I mean I tell you something, pick up a stand on the bad road, they say, you have to put them on ground, I have to put me knee in a part two, put me knee on ground. I will pick up a stand on the road. Suppose you see road now.
Chris.
carpet. Yes.
Yeah, man.
You understand me?
The government they do a good job, you know.
Remember, we going to a meeting with Bobby Pickersgill, and when we ask about the road, he tell us, he must see nothing in the pipe, he must see nothing through it. He must see nothing in the tunnel look dark for the road, you know. That's what Bobby Pickersgill tell me. The road dark.
Because what happens, you know, G, when the PNP was in power, the PNP is not concerned about growing the economy, and the economy have to grow if we get funding to do all of these things. But that is the least of their concern. Their concern is to put people in positions to keep and maintain power. That is their only job, you know. That's what they do.
That's what they do. Look here. Me start build my house from in the 90s now. From 92, me start build my house.
Yeah.
I remember when cement fell for $100 a bag.
Yeah.
When me save money if you go buy, because me say me want 100 bag of cement, and when me save I reach $10,000. When we reach buy the cement, me use the cement to raise Monday morning. When we reach for the hardware, stop there to get the cement. Cement they are $150 a bag.
Yeah, man.
That feel that me feel like they put me for one building and say jump off of this because there's no hope for you.
That's something what the PNP used to do regular, man. Because that's my everything.
Because
and it the prices.
Because it's like you're safe to reach a milepost, and by the time you reach it, it moves. You understand? So through the 90s, through 90 turbo judgment.
We understand. All on your thought, Andy. Mr. Ingram, now we know you come up from 1911. I come up till now. So what you have to say about what Andy just said?
I was just wondering if Andy know what the price of things now today. Yesterday I walked into a supermarket to buy a few gifts for my pastor. And few items pick up $7,000. I couldn't believe it. Things are really expensive today.
So
I don't know, Andy maybe.
Yeah. Look here.
Mr. Ingram, during the early 2000s.
Hold on a minute now. Yeah. Remember, you know, in the 90s, see, I'm a carpenter. I used to work only $40 a day. Think if you work $40 a day, and you have to save to buy cement with $100 a bag. Right? So that are not easy task to move up. Right? Now, when it reached, they work $100.
So this was in the 90s, right?
Yes, man. This was in the 90s, man. You work 100 till you reach $100. Cement, they're $150 a bag. So it's like, for the day you only work one bag of cement.
Yeah, man, the PNP had failed the people of Jamaica.
No, John, Andy, you can't talk like that. You have a measure during the particular period. You have a measure your purchasing power. So you can
That's a measure.
You can put the man first, 9 man more. The man I tell you where work. You are Today. I tell you when go through. I come like you want to tell him and store him. I tell you want to tell him and store him Ingram. How you man? Go man.
Hold on, Nathan.
Let's have a conversation, my friend. Because I mean, who feels it knows it.
I think it's possible, Andy. I think it's possible. Continue.
Who feels it knows it. You understand me?
Yeah.
Who feels it knows it. Today, things expense, things not going to remain the same. Right? But at least your purchasing power different today than then.
Have to be different, but the question is it better today? Is the purchasing power? Is your purchasing power better today?
Purchasing power is better today than then.
You think so?
Mr.
Yes,
Ingram.
Give me an example.
Hold on, Andy. Mr. Ingram, I've been to Jamaica almost every year for the last probably 10 years. And when I come to Jamaica, I go to the China and I make a large shopping for the house.
But your case is different. Your case is different than DUJON. You spend pound, you know. A pound you spend up.
I know that. But I try to tell us that I spend, you know, probably around 25,000-30,000 ish. That is doable. They are Jamaican today. Jamaicans are living or pay rent for 100,000 now. 3 months. See? So if I go to the store, when I shop a few whole house of people and not just me and somebody else, I'm spend 25,000, 30,000 around.
You don't spend the money, DUJON.
Then me
You
I
spend
tell
the
them,
money.
I not spend no heap of money, but we buy things.
If you
that we
go
don't
super,
sell
if you
out.
go supermarket today and you pick up some stuff for your home and for a 2 week, you have to be talking about 35,000-40,000.
Well, that's something we're doable, Mr. Ingram. It's doable.
Ingram,
You can go to China and spend less on that, Mr. Ingram. Less on that.
Well, John, I'm the one who goes to the market for my home. I'm the one who goes to the market.
No,
I'm
John.
telling you about that experience. Yesterday evening, I went in a pharmacy to pick up a few items for a present for my pastor. And four items. 7,000 plus.
Good John, let me say something now, Good John. For we time so now. Good John, when you're in America, you could have used $200 and pack 2 barrels. Now, you can't use $200 America again and pack 2 barrels.
I know that for certain.
So,
because
when he come chat in bag of foolishness.
I know that for certain. Because when I come to England,
Understand?
50 pounds and full of chali. When me just come in.
Yeah.
You know, we can't do that again. If you have your 200 pounds and your 240 pounds, you can't full one chali again.
So when him a come chat him bag of food about him going to supermarket and pick up this, when you can use $200 and pack 1 barrel, you have to look for about $500 or $600 now.
Yeah, man.
But that's not what me come to tell me. You know, me want to say some things and.
Bayo, hold on a little bit. I come from the 80s, you know. By the 70s, me I come from. Remember when we have to walk? We used to walk, we have to walk.
Me I come from the 50s.
But wait, no, man, let me tell you where me I come from, man. Remember, we have to walk 4 miles to get one tin of mackerel, and we couldn't get it in a mackerel. I get the enough to come home. Remember when my mother used to go to market? We go buy everything. A bag of cornmeal she have to carry home, and that I feed with. Right? Because in the 80s, in the 70s, we couldn't find nothing to eat.
And today we don't have to do that, Mr. Ingram. Today people can buy it. They can buy oxtail. They can. When people go to shop.
It will be interesting for him to tell us why I couldn't find a feed in the 70s.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. When me I grew up in Jamaica in the 90s and they send me go a shop, I one meat them send you go buy a shop in the 90s when me I grew up. Because that people could afford. Now you can buy 5-6 different meat can home, Mr. Ingram. And
where? In Jamaica?
Yes.
In Jamaica?
Yes.
When last you came to Jamaica?
I was in Jamaica this year.
But you couldn't, if you were in Jamaica this year, you couldn't talk like that.
I was in Jamaica this year. I tell you, so when I come, I go to the supermarket and I spend 25,000-30,000. And I get rice.
Well, you are spending pound. You are spending pound, John, so
everything me get.
You are in a advantage position.
John,
But things are very expensive in Jamaica today.
Guys, me I beg on a look at grace. Let me hear out, Mr. Milton. Now, come through, Mr. Milton. Well, hold the point. We're going to get back to the story. Milton? Alright, I believe Milton gone on a break. Anyways, you know, Mr. Ingram, I have been to Jamaica on several occasions and you can spend 25,000 and eat for 2 weeks. Or more too. Depends on how you're cooking in your yard.
Depends on who I spend the money and where I spend the money.
I think in 2015, I remember the Prime Minister bring a basket to Parliament. You remember that basket?
Yes, we remember that very well.
Well, I would like you to take time out and see if you can put back those same items in the basket.
You can't
and tell
put that the same items, Mr. Ingram. Time move on, time progress.
Hold on, within the context of measuring the inflation.
You see, the same way I say, if you want to confess and measure inflation, we are telling you one time we could have used $200 and pack a barrel in America. You can't use that again. So I don't understand where you come to about inflation at Jamaica, inflation at the right over the world.
I was not discussing America, I was discussing Jamaica.
Anyway you want to discuss.
Hold on, the guys, let me hear Milton. Come through, Milton.
Yeah, hold on. You can hear me?
Yes.
I'm just hitching up this camera so I don't have to.
Milton get a call. Mr. Ingram, it depends on where it's all like a shopper's sphere and in place. They are high low and in place. They go in a China.
You know something? You know something? Most of the time I shop because most of my clients are Chinese.
Yeah, man.
So the average make I shop at Chinese.
But if I shop at England, you come and miss the people that are foolish then.
Shop at China, man. You get a case of this, Mr. Ingram. You get milk, Betty milk. You get all kind of things. And I've paid in the China between 25 and 30.
I can bring up right now a spreadsheet with a month purchase on a Chinese place. I know what I'm talking about.
Here, I want the comment section, you know. Comment section, I want to text in one a month. A fortnightly bill, want to pay at a supermarket. I mean, we see if Mr. Ingram attack the truth. People no commenting on a fortnightly bill want to buy a supermarket. I guarantee Mr. Ingram it's between 25 and 30,000.
Ingram never tell a truth in Nigerian life yet. DUJON.
Let me see it.
DUJON, price mart and come and talk about the Chinese. It might make the two billion different. I guess
I have not gone to price mart. I have not gone to price mart for the past 7 months. I have not gone to price mart with the past 7 months.
Yeah, what's the comment section, Mr. Ingram? Look.
30,000, right? 30,000. I say US 600. US 600 where? Where are they spending the US dollars?
Stay there, Sir DUJON.
Yeah.
Common sense the 5. Well, I know common sense the 5,000.
Alright.
Common sense the 5,000.
Let me hear Milton now. Come to Milton.
Yo, DUJON, you know what?
Yeah.
I was trying to. I ain't got a stand for me phone, man. So I'm holding my phone in my hand right now, talking to you gentlemen. But before I go on tour 4 rows, as a man born to Jamaicans, right, I want to say something. Because it's been bugging me since I was a child, born in England.
Yeah.
I can't believe, sir. Because though I'm born in England, right, I've studied at a high level. So when the European man gave a black man like me access to their books, I want you to understand, say, them can't spin me, you know. Them can't misrepresent me. And when I speak for the name of Milton McGowan. I cannot say we, because behind closed door, everybody is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Even I was at one stage. But there came a time in 1993, I can tell you the same day, because on that day, I got stabbed up and nearly dead, and so did Stephen Lawrence. He died, and I survived. And on that day, I saw my dead father, Joseph Ralph McGowan. I have not been able to explain it, because I'm born in England. I'm not really born in a churchified culture like my Jamaica.
Yeah. When I hear
brothers and sisters, Christianized confessional society, right? But the sufferer from which I come, do not confess. We do not talk unless we have something good for say. If you're not nothing good for say, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, the new King Charles, left Europe or England, went to Italy, Vatican City, just like London. City of London is different from Greater London. Different police, different laws, and if you don't know the rules of engagement, you're not in the battle. It's just like trying to play chess with domino rules.
Yeah.
Now, I've always dealt with power. I've never dealt with race or class, because a straight racist, whether in a uniform or not, I will go jailhouse for you. Anyone that knows me in England knows I've been jailhouse for breaking jaws, breaking fingers, breaking body parts of police, first and foremost. Then anybody on road that dares to violate my name, and bear false witness against
Money
me,
now go.
that's biblical. I want you to understand. Bearing false witness on people is biblical, right? Especially when it's a black woman. Because you have to understand, right? Women push out both boys and girls.
So hold on, Milton.
Go on.
Let me just tell my audience, because them don't understand what I go on. So,
Well, tell them.
so several years ago, my people.
No, 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago. Yeah, it's been that long. Saying there was.
And hold on. Before you carry on, it's been that long, but I have not mellowed with old age. I'm 61 now, and if I don't feel sad, me's a man that can mellow in Sodom and Gomorrah, I don't pick on the wrong person for fuck with. And I just swore, so I hope TikTok don't blame me then, DUJON, right? Just make them flag me up, because I've been fighting them too. They keep blocking my narrative. I keep appealing, and they're upholding my appeal.
Yeah,
so you want to understand that?
Them not allow certain things, so you just have a try and phone them.
Yeah, but no, DUJON.
Yeah.
DUJON, these social media platforms are forcing us to change the narrative. If I want to say rape, I'm going to say rape. I'm not a slave. I'm not going to say grape. That takes away the power of the word.
Yeah, but
Right?
listen.
So I don't need to start complaining.
But listen up. If you need to say something, and you know so that I go stop it from say it. Just you know.
I guarantee you will not get flagged up if I say that word. You know why? Because I've already challenged them formally. The only thing I've not been able to do is a class action.
Another important thing that must be acknowledged also. For them to flag the different comments made, you see, you couldn't have a situation in which you know persons there monitoring.
Let me just say this to Milton, because me and Milton supposed to have a different live separately. So what happened is Milton was accused of some things, and you know, I had put it out on my platform, and so was another lady who was doing the same type of blogging at the time, put it out on her platform. So Milton is upset with us. And Milton, you know, so I am give Milton here, but right now it's a political platform, boss. So
all right. Let me end and leave you men with the politics of Jamaica, because it's a very important subject. And I like what DUJON is doing in regard to the politics. But, DUJON, I don't know if you know this, because I sent you a video that I assumed you were sent to her. And what you got to understand...
No, I haven't talked to her in a long time now, you know.
And you know why? Because you found out she's a lying charlatan.
Not really.
All right. Make I tell you what she's done. Make her deny it. She come downstairs for a bit of rough. Call me born upon Geneva Road, which is Rolton Road, really, 1964, and I know everybody. I'm that man that's lived a transient lifestyle. So if you live in a north, east, west, or south, and you've got a name brand, I know you, or you know me, because of my past life. But let me tell you this, I've never had a street name, because nobody can give me any street name. I've never been classed as a bad man, but I've fucked up a lot of bad men who got in my way. Now, if you trouble my daughter, brother, I might daughter come tell me how you could be the baddest man on the planet, your head's gone. Is that you're gonna kill me or you're gonna dead?
All right, Milton.
That's all I got to say.
That
woman called me first, asking me to help her. Hold on. She asked me to help her. She asked
Milton,
me to help her.
I hear that, Milton, but here what now? We have to move this along. Me I go talk about this.
Tell her to front me then. Tell her to front me on TikTok. Tell her
me I go talk about this separately. So here what me I go do? Me I go call her and me I go use my other account, and then me and you at a later date, probably tomorrow evening.
Tell her I'm the only one. Tell her that I'm the only one with the power to get her arrested for malicious criminal, because she knows she lied. She lied to you, to me, look. She lied Brixton Police, and she lied to Lambeth Council. I'm only looking for any saving, like, character in there, but the woman's a thoroughly...
All right, Milton, here what? We'll give you the chance. We'll give you the chance. We'll give you the chance to clear your name. We'll give you the chance to clear your name. So we're going to do it at a different time.
Hold on.
See?
Hold on.
No,
What do you
Milton.
mean clear money?
Milton,
What do you mean clear money? And now you can't.
Milton,
Milton, listen. We have to
What do you mean clear money?
end this yourself.
Who are you to tell me? You name judge?
Milton,
Or are you?
we're talking about. Thank you.
All right, me drop Milton. But anyway, you know,
Yes. So, you know, Mr. Ingram.
Milton says we have anger management problem, but we can sort out the issue, you know, we can reason, we are big people, you see me? But we do it at a later date, Milton. So, no hard feelings, you know. Milton.
Can you change the color of your background, Jojon? Is that
No way, Mr. Ingram. No way.
It's not fitting. It's not fitting.
No, this is a Labour Right Live, Mr. Ingram. We're marching on to Victory. This is Victory Street. You know, we're marching
You're gone too far now, man. We're about to change your background. We are Labour Right. You also see green. That's who we are. And that's what we present. Don't do that. Don't.
I'm just making a suggestion. Can be accepted or not accepted.
No, Mr. Ingram. You know,
No.
I want to say to you how you feel about us separating the AG from the office at the Integrity Commission. What you feel about
Dojon,
Yeah.
you need to ask yourself one question. What is left of the watchdog institutions in Jamaica today?
They're all intact as far as me remember.
No.
The last time
The Integrity
they're
Commission. The Integrity Commission are PMPs.
Yes.
The Auditor General is talking. The Auditor General is talking nonsense.
You're admitting that they're PNP.
I'm quoting the Prime Minister. I'm quoting you. I'm quoting you and the Prime Minister.
Ingram the question you asked Ingram before. No make Ingram direct your conversation. Ask him the question you asked him a while before. Ask him back the minute, please.
I don't know already say Ingram can't get round me.
Because we still have some questions for Ingram, you know. Because either the opposition leader is a liar or Miss Zulika just a tell lie.
Well,
so she need to come tell the people of Jamaica where she come from. One out of the two of them a tell lie. So we need to know the people that present where Zulika just come from.
Mr. Ingram.
We want to know how we are going to know.
Mr. Ingram.
Yes, Dojon.
What is the issue with the AG being removed from the Integrity Commission? What is the issue?
Don't you identify a clear pattern, Dojon?
What is the clear pattern? Tell us now.
The Integrity Commission has pure PMP in it.
Yes.
The Auditor General is talking nonsense. So where is the watchdog in the economy in the country of Jamaica today?
So by us separating the AG and making the AG independent of the Integrity Commission, is that not a watchdog for the Integrity Commission?
I am
right from the Integrity Commission, Mr. Ingram, have too much power and them abuse it. You don't feel so?
So your Prime Minister make a terrible mistake then?
How so?
By appointing them.
I know him alone appoint them, Mr. Ingram. You don't know how he think go already.
No,
so
he appoint them.
Yeah?
No, so what about when 2019 when I'm making speech I'm asking the question for him?
You're not hearing Obi. But Mr. Ingram, let me say this to you. While Obi sort out the thing. In 2019 when Peter Phillips said that, you know, he object to the AG going into the Integrity Commission. See? Why did they object to that, Mr. Ingram? Why
Dojon, I'm guiding you. When a decision is made, this is Dojon. When a decision is made in 2019, and a decision was made in 2019 based on the situation that existed in 2019.
Okay, so the situation
you understand that?
Today, Mr. Ingram says that we should remove the AG from the Integrity Commission.
What exists? No, hold on. What exists today is that today in Jamaica today you have a situation in which there's a very interesting investigation going on
So how you
And
guys
what is happening?
explain that part to me. Tell me how you guys.
There's an important investigation going on in Jamaica
There
today.
is no current investigation into the Prime Minister at present.
Dojan, hold on the drawbreaks. Mr. Ingram, I run through the thing. Good evening, Mr. Ingram. How you doing? Bless up.
Good evening.
The act was written by Mark Golding. The only amendment that was done to the act before the current government passed the act was the MPs on both sides agreed that when investigation is going on, the Integrity Commission should not be allowed to just come announce people's name out there. They refer to it now as the gag clause. That's the main amendment that was done by this government. No, hold on, Mr. Ingram.
Do you believe what you're saying? Do you believe what you're saying?
Mr. Ingram.
No, do you believe what you're saying?
Ingram, stop talking and the man no Ingram, the man don't talk, man attack, man have respect.
Do you believe what you're saying, protection?
Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, Ansard is there, and PBCJ and JIS is there. The information is there, Mr. Ingram. I don't. Nobody has to believe or anything. I don't believe. I know.
Who piloted the bill in Parliament?
No, let me continue what I was saying. When the act was written, Mark Golding deliberately wrote the act forcing the Auditor General to be one of the commissioners at the Integrity Commission.
Who piloted the bill?
Just listen, man.
Mark Golding. The bill that you're telling Jamaica. You spoke already. You spoke already.
Mr. Ingram, listen. Listen, Mr. Ingram. The bill was written and the law says that the Auditor General has to sit on the board. She had no choice. She responded to queries made by the Gleaner when the argument came up, I think in 2021, 2022, thereabout. And she said she was not invited to sit on the board. Once the Integrity Commission Act was passed, by law, she had to take up her seat at the Integrity Commission. She was not invited for her to have declined an invitation. Once the act was passed, as Mark Golding wrote it, by law, she had to sit on the board. Now, when Peter Phillips got wind of it, because it looked like Mark Golding did hide in one basement somewhere or in bathroom on the toilet seat and write the act. When it was revealed in 2019 from the discussions that this is how it was supposed to be, once the act was passed, she had to take her seat on the board. Peter Phillips pushed back. While Peter Phillips was pushing back, Julian Robinson was there, Mark Golding was there, and they said nothing because what? Peter Phillips, as a leader at the time, knew that it was unconstitutional. Since then, every opportunity...
What was unconstitutional?
For the Auditor General to sit on a public body board, a public body that she...
It was unconstitutional?
Of course it was, because the Constitution says that the
Hold on.
I am going to read something. I am going to read something here.
Lashika
will cover the... I'm going to read something here.
Go on, Lashika.
I'm going to hold on. I'm kind of pulling it up now, so just give me a second.
No, Mr. Ingram.
That's why I came up here, because I want to tell you what I mean. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go and protect it.
I did go look somebody for find Winner, but I'm glad you come. Because Winner brought it up last night and I did not remember to make note of it. And that is the reason why the Auditor General had to respond to the Gleaner to say that I had no choice. I wasn't invited. I wasn't informed. All I was told is that once the act is passed, I have to take seat on the board. That's what she said. Yes, she wasn't invited to turn it down. So Mark Golding deliberately wrote in the Auditor General to sit on there. And guess what? There's something sinister about that.
So because
that if he write the Auditor General to sit there, then the Integrity Commission could not be audited properly. Because the Auditor General's role is to audit both the books and the functions of a public body to see if them carry out their function properly.
Can I ask you a question?
The Auditor General report would reflect the 30-odd million that Seymour Panton spent to hire an international forensic investigator.
Through what mechanism?
And through what mechanism they were hired. And because these things, because the Auditor General is sitting.
You have been talking to me. You have been talking to me.
She cannot.
And I don't get a chance to respond.
Winner is here, Mr. Man, and Lashika is here.
Winner, you go read or me I go read?
One winner. Mr. Ingram here.
Let me see if I can bring it up.
Bring it up, winner.
So I will not get a chance to respond. Hold on. So I will not get a chance to respond to you.
Mr. Ingram,
I will not get a chance to respond to what you have to say.
Mr. Ingram, wait until you get the full information and respond.
Winner. Make him read and then read that, please. Make him fill him guts, please.
Yeah, man, make him respond.
Go Ingram.
Come through, CD.
I'm gonna ask that. I'm gonna say it again. It's extremely annoying. Every time somebody's muting my mic, I don't know why.
Ingram, you know, it's a friend over here that can go on. So yeah, make a deal claim right now.
I'm responding to what Protection said. I was simply asking a question. Who piloted that bill in Parliament?
Let me correct you. It is protecting JA. I come no protection. Protection a condom. Me not a condom, sir. It is protecting JA. Go on.
I was asking who piloted the bill in Parliament. The bill to which you refer, that Mark Golding wrote.
You can go ahead and tell us, because you will learn what you need to learn in a few minutes. Continue. Respond to what I said.
Well, in a conversation, you made a point, and I'm seeking clarification from you. You said that Mark Golding wrote the bill, and you said he willfully put something in the bill.
The bill was piloted by the current administration. The bill was piloted by the current administration. Where do we go from here?
Thank you very much. So you can continue now.
Okay. So, according to the Constitution of Jamaica, independence and oversight of the Auditor General.
Check out bricks. Hold on, Lashika. Bossy, who ask you if you are your issues with the Auditor General being removed from that body?
Exactly. Now we are waiting for the answer,
Mr. Woos.
We are waiting for the answer.
Can you give him back the question, please?
Mr. Ingram.
Because now you start pull up and break and kind of break. You might pull up now and I go and I can dodge this.
Dujon, you asked me a question and I have answered that question already.
Oh, you have not.
Should I repeat myself?
You have not answered the question, Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, what is your issue?
Asked me
no, sir, you did not answer the question. You asked a question. You asked a question with a question, sir.
What is your issue with the Auditor General?
I pointed to you the present trend that all the watchdog institutions in Jamaica today are now being weakened. One, the Integrity Commission is labeled as pure PMP, and the Auditor General is referred to as speaking nonsense. That's my response to you.
That is not true. No one said that. You are lying.
No point in time did anybody say that, Mr. Ingram. Who said that?
And protect it.
Let me respond to you, Dujon. The Prime Minister of Jamaica referred to the Auditor General as speaking nonsense when she made a flag of a particular situation.
He did not say that, sir. Hold on, guys. Mr. Vegas, it seems you have the internet issues. Yeah, come in a little bit. Mr. Vegas. So, Mr. Ingram. explain a bit further, elaborate a little further before we get into the reading of the document. What you mean by, you know, what have been waiting?
Thank you.
What are the evidence that you have to suggest that now, Mr. Ingram?
The evidence are the Integrity Commission is being watered down as consists of pure politicians. 2, the Auditor General is being referred to as speaking nonsense when she make mention of the overlapping she made mention of the overlapping of the indigent house and the other house, the 2 different houses, and she made mention of it being as an overlap. And I respond by the Prime Minister to her was that she's speaking nonsense. We also
hold on, Mr. You have failed to answer the question.
Exactly.
As why removing the Auditor General from the Integrity
Commission. Why is that an issue?
What is weakening it? What value does she has at the Integrity Commission that removing her will devastatingly impact
the Integrity Commission?
That is what we're asking.
Mr. Ingram, tell us.
I have already answered the question that I was asked.
In other words, they're asking you why.
But I respond to what Winner is saying no. I respond to what Winner is saying no. The fact of the matter is that the present trend in which all the watchdog institutions in Jamaica are being watered down. For example, the post for FID have been watered down recently also to facilitate the entry of
Mr. Ingram, don't do that, man. You're insulting our intelligence. If the Auditor General plays a significant role as a commissioner at the Integrity Commission, you must be knowledgeable about the role that she plays there, and if removing her is going to weaken the institution, and in what aspect. Please do not insult our intelligence, brethren.
Exactly. And Mr. Ingram, I am imploring you to hold on to John.
If I respond to a question and it insulted someone in intelligence, I have no control over that.
All right, hear me now, Mr. Ingram. And we are big people, so we are keep it respectfully. And I am inviting you to invite your other comrade brethren, except for caution, you know, because they might learn a thing or two by coming on this platform. Because them very below the par, Mr. Ingram. Their education level is below the bar.
Dujon, you cannot say that. Dujon, you cannot say that. I've been calling your name. I've been calling your name, Winner name, and Vegas name because they're the evening.
Yes, I saw a couple of videos where you made mention of me, Mr. Ingram. But I am saying, you know, we deal with actual fact here. We have proper conversation here and we disseminate proper information. So I'm inviting you to invite your other comrade brethren. So they can come over here and learn something instead of staying on the platform and talking about the Prime Minister's home and the Prime Minister growing up in a 1-bedroom. Those things are non-issues, Mr. Ingram. The fact of the matter is the Prime Minister is doing a brilliant job in uplifting the life of the Jamaican people today. And that is what...
Alright, Dujon, can I ask you to advise the person who's continuing to mute my mic to stop?
But Mr. Ingram, I continue to tell you have to give way when somebody is saying hold on, Mr. Ingram, to rebut a point. Give way.
Okay.
Mr. Dujon, wasting too much time on Ingram. Please allow Lashika to read the document.
Go ahead, Lashika. Go ahead.
Mute your mic, Mr. Ingram. I'm getting a feedback from your fan. Please.
Okay.
Mr. Ingram's supposed to have kind of enriching.
Hold on there. I kind of did move on from there. Section 1 specific the general age of 16. All right, it says independence and oversight. The Auditor General operates independently and is not subjected to the direction or control of any other person or authority in exercise of their duty functions under Section 122 of the Constitution. This independence is crucial for ensuring objectivity unbiased audit of government accounts. The legislative framework governing the Auditor General role includes Financial Administration and Audit Acts, which further define their duties and power. This act outlines the procedure for conducting audits, reporting findings, and recommending actions to ensure that accountability in the use of public funds. When I think I need to read here more detail one of it.
So before we go any further, let me just say this to Mr. Ingram. So Mr. Ingram, what is happening here? The Auditor General sitting down on the board of the Integrity Commission.
It says, the most important part, Dujan, before you go, it says, this independent direction, it says the office is independent and is not subject to direction or control of any other person or authority in exercise of their function under section 122 of the Constitution.
Yeah. So big up Angel reacting for the gift them. Hold on, winner. So Mr. Ingram, but we put it into perspective before winner go. What is happening here? Because the AG is sitting in the Integrity Commission. She or whoever it is at the time cannot audit the Integrity Commission. Am I correct, winner?
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
Let me read. So section 122 of our Constitution
conflict of interest.
Exactly.
Describes the function of the Auditor General. It said the Auditor General shall, it means must, every single thing, shall audit and report on the public accounts of Jamaica, including the accounts of all government departments, agencies, and other public bodies as prescribed by law. So the mere fact that she cannot audit the Integrity Commission, she's breaching the Constitution of Jamaica, because the Constitution of Jamaica mandates her to audit every single governmental agency, including the Integrity Commission or any other commission that might be formed in law. So by law, the Constitution writes the Auditor General as well as the Director of Corruption and Prosecution, Paula Lowland's seat. Those things are written into the Constitution.
I have a question
for... The Commission is behaving as if they are untouchable because they know this.
It says...
I have a question, winner. Continue, sorry. I wanted to ask Mr. Ingram.
He might disturb you right now, Rashika. Let me finish.
Continue. Yeah, sure.
He said the Auditor General should have access to all books, including the Integrity Commission own, records, returns, and other documents relating to those accounts. The Auditor General should submit reports annually or at such other times as may be required by Parliament to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who shall cause them to be laid before the House. As we speak, the Auditor General is unable to lay the books of the Integrity Commission in Parliament for Jamaicans to view. It speaks about independence. It said in the exercise of their function under this Constitution, so it mentioned the Constitution again, the Auditor General must not be subjected to the direction or control of any person or authority. So the mere fact that the Integrity Commission writes the Auditor General into it, she is now subjected or under control by the Integrity Commission chaired by a chairman. So the chairman has authority over the Auditor General, which is incorrect. It is breaching the Constitution. Now, what the people, the civil society groups and PNP are holding on to is this part. It said additional functions. It said the Auditor General may perform such other functions as may be prescribed or under any law enacted by Parliament. But at the end of the day, the Parliament can enact laws, but the laws should not breach the Constitution of Jamaica.
Exactly.
So currently, the law that enact into the Integrity Commission with the Auditor General is breaching our Constitution.
So they can only make amendments to and regulation, not really, make new laws. They can make amendments.
They would have to amend her out of the Integrity Commission.
Okay.
Because currently...
And just to add, winner...
We have to kind of simplify the PNP, because them are listening, so wonderful, as we can tell.
And just to add, winner and Dujan, it says the function of the Auditor General, just to go to a little bit more extent than where Winner went, the account of the Auditor General is responsible for auditing the accounts of the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, the Court of the Clerks to the Senate and the House of Representatives, and all departments and offices of the government of Jamaica.
Exactly.
Right?
Including the Integrity Commission.
Yes. Including the Integrity Commission. So as Winner say, getting an external person to do auditing is breaching the Constitution. So I came up here just to ask Ingram, when is the Constitution really important? When them said them a breach state of emergency, or breach rights, or whatever, when it comes on to state of emergency, or it is important all the time, because there's clearly a breach of our Constitution here. So that is my question to him. When is the Constitution actually important to the PNP?
Before I answer, guys, even the Integrity Commission itself in its annual report, year 2020-2022, identified the conflict of interest. It says, and when we were talking about requirements of the certification of appropriations account, the Integrity Commission said, notwithstanding the foregoing of import, is the fact that the Auditor General is sitting member of the Integrity Commission Integrity Commission's Board of Commissioners by virtue of Section 8(1)(a) of the Integrity Commission Act 2017. The Auditor General therefore certifying the appropriations account of the Commission may be perceived as a conflict of interest. Therefore, the Auditor General is the authority in whom said responsibility is vested.
So therefore,
the Integrity Commission themselves identified the conflict of interest.
And the government is only going about, Mr. Ingram, in rectifying this issue. They're not trying to change anything major. They just rectify the AG position.
Listen, because we're unable to. All right. So their explanation to us is that the Integrity Commission got an external auditor to audit the finances.
The Prime Minister.
That is the auditing the finances is one thing. But what about we call it now?
I've said this weeks ago that is it breached
the operation.
It breached operation and it also breached the right of the Prime Minister as well.
You know that something else is happening at the Integrity Commission that I think we're not paying attention to because of what they throw out in the public, where the IC is supposed to procure all contracts, and it was found that the contract where they got the investigator, the forensic investigator, that there was no contract, there was no procurement process for that one. It is not on the government website where those contracts are allotted, and you can see on the website where they have allotted or procured, I should use the word, contracts for everybody else except that auditor that spent 6 months in Jamaica, and we paid 34 million to that person.
And we need to know where that money come from, how we then spend it. What we need to know.
Right, King, it's not on the government of Jamaica procurement website. It is not there. So we don't know who got that contract. We don't know.
Sheikah, before you go any further, the other day when they had the press conference and Peter Bunting said, and he was on his laptop and he said that he has a friend living abroad who works in finance. I wonder if the friend there, and that's why we can't find, they're not procuring properly. I wonder if that.
But it is important. If it was on the government website, right, Jamaicans themselves would have access to it, and we would already be able to check who the contractor was. We'll be able to look into the background to see if they were qualified, what level of qualification, what level of experience did they have. Now the mere for the Integrity Commission is hiding this from Jamaicans. We must. They're talking about $31 million drill. We're talking about $34 million that was spent on something that we have no idea.
And guess what? And guess what? No. because them are remove the Auditor General from the IC, Mr. Ingram. The Auditor General will now be able to ask for that information. So this is the PNP's problem. Don't want the Auditor General to be removed. Because we are not Mr. Ingram. We have sense, you know, we're in politics, but we are
Mr. Ingram. But when happen now, all of the members of the IC would have to file inside the declaration to the Auditor General.
Exactly.
Hey, they don't want that.
So, Mr. Ingram,
another thing.
Your concern.
Another thing. Hold on, protecting. Hold on. Another thing that is happening. The commission is getting a lot of grants, external grants, and we are not sure how those monies are being spent. They get a lot of grants from overseas, from England, whole heap of pound.
EU.
If you go through their annual report, and I'm going back to the one for last year, you will see the amount of grants that they're getting. So while they may do their audits, the thorough and in-depth audit that is required from the Auditor General, we need to get that so we can know exactly if it's value for money, where those monies are going.
And they get that on top of the 2 billion that taxpayer, we the taxpayer.
Yes.
Get, right?
Yes. Yes.
So Mr. Ingram, since you started out saying that your concern is that the bodies that are supposed to be investigating corruption, you have a concern about the direction in which the government is going. Now that you have learned something that I would assume you didn't know before, do you realize, Mr. Ingram, that the very Integrity Commission set up to investigate corruption, they themselves have been practicing corruption?
Corruption, exactly.
Do you realize that, Mr. Ingram?
Unmute yourself, Mr. Ingram.
They have not used the proper procurement law to procure the overseas, the ghost in forensic investigator. They have not used the proper procedure.
So they have breached protocol, they have breached procedure, they have breached the constitution. The Jamaican Prime Minister as well. And then breached the privacy as well.
Mr. Ingram, do you also realize?
Remember the
do you also realize that they have admitted? Do you also realize, Mr. Ingram, that they themselves have admitted that with the Auditor General sitting on the commission, they cannot legally audit their own accounts because she's the one who's supposed to be auditing them? Do you learn that now, Mr. Ingram, and understand it?
All right. I've learned nothing. I've learned absolutely nothing from what you all have said just now. What you all have said just now is simply...
Mr. Ingram,
can I speak? Can I speak?
Go ahead.
Can I speak?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
At least allow me to speak.
Go ahead,
you guys have said a mouthful, and it's important that you guys take note of what you all have said. Let me tell you, there's a little comment made, a little term that they use in business and in ethics. He who seek equity must come with clean hands. Now, let me first and foremost denounce the crap about the Auditor General being on the Integrity Commission as anything to do with unconstitutional. Nothing like that. And what the Auditor General being on the Integrity Commission does, that nothing has happened that can interfere with
but Mr. Ingram, hold on. No, Mr. Ingram, hold on. Mr. Ingram, hold on. Mr. Ingram, hold on.
The function of the Integrity Commission is audited annually, and the report is sent directly to the Minister of Finance.
Mr. Ingram, the Auditor General is not doing any audits on the IC.
Exactly.
I did not say they were. I did not say they were.
Okay. So let me read something to you. Let us wrap this. No, let us wrap up this conversation because we are going to see who are idiot today. How much are we up here?
I did not say they
Mr.
were.
Ingram, hold on, Mr. Ingram, hold on. I just want you to just answer one question for me, and I will yield to you after. When it says the Auditor General operates independently and is not subject to the direction or control. First and foremost, let me ask you one question and I need one answer word from you. One word answer. Who is in charge of the Integrity Commission? Who is the head of the Integrity Commission?
The chairman.
All right. Glad you said that. When the Constitution of Jamaica says the Auditor General operates independently and is not subject to the direction or control of any other person or authority in the exercise of their function under Section 122 of the Constitution, this independence is crucial for ensuring objective and unbiased audit of the government accounts. It goes back to say that the function of the Auditor General is supposed to audit accounts of the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, the Office of the Clerks of the Senate, and the House of Representatives, and all departments and offices of the government of Jamaica. What does that mean? Tell us what does that mean, please.
It means exactly what you said.
No, break it down. Me not understand.
It means that the Auditor General operate independently, and auditing and all the government departments are answerable to the Auditor General. However, when the hold on, when the Auditor General sits on the Integrity Commission, that does not negate the Auditor General from functioning in their independent role.
But you can't audit your own work, Mr. Ingram. So what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Listen and learn.
Mr. Ingram, as an Mr. Ingram,
one second.
you know that you are unable to audit yourself. Mr. Ingram, you're an accountant. Can you audit yourself?
One second, Lashika.
Can you stop asking questions
I am
that are
asking
totally
if you can
irrelevant?
audit yourself.
You're asking questions that are irrelevant.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. Go ahead, Mr. Vega.
Wait, when we want to ask
you have to allow me to speak, you know. You have to allow me to speak.
Hold on, Mr. Ingram. You're not talking all the time already. Give way, you know. Hold on, man. We have a dialogue, though.
I have not spoken.
You did not talk till she asked you a question.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
I don't know if Ingram can read paragraph 2, where the Integrity Commission speaks here. It says, notwithstanding the foregoing.
Hold on now, make Mr. Vegas come in. Go ahead, Mr.
No, make him read.
Alright, go ahead, winner.
Go ahead.
Winner gone on a call.
No, see him back. He's back. Go ahead, winner. Winner, we're not here.
Unmute yourself, winner. We're not here.
It speaks about Section 8.17.6 of the Financial Administration and Audit Act, FAA Act, Instruction 2017. Annual financial statements outlines the composition of financial statements and, in particular, the treatment of appropriations account. Section 8.17.6.5 specifically requires that the Auditor General shall certify the appropriation accounts and other accounts, annual statements. Part 5 of the Auditor General's of the Audit of the Financial Appropriations and Audit Act, in summary, outlines that the duties and powers of the Auditor General, Section 28, certification of accounts, in particular, states that the Auditor General shall examine and certify, in accordance with the outcome of his examination, the statements and accounts which are required to be submitted to him in accordance with this act. Notwithstanding the foregoing of import is the fact that the Auditor General is a sitting member of the Integrity Commission Boards of Commissioners by virtue of Section 81A of the Integrity Commission Act 2007. The Auditor General therefore certifying the appropriations account of this commission may be perceived as a conflict of interest through the Auditor General is this authority in whom said responsibility is vested. So the Integrity Commission here is saying that, listen, based on the FAA Act, as well as the Constitution, appropriations account, verification of appropriation accounts are vested solely in the Auditor General, and the fact that she sits at the Integrity Commission, he cannot certify
It's a clear conflict
the
of
account
interest.
of the Integrity Commission. It's a conflict of interest.
It's a clear conflict of interest. It is clear as day.
And them I say it, you know me I say it.
Go ahead now, Mr. Ingram.
Can I respond now? Yes. When the Auditor General sits on the Integrity Commission as a member of the Integrity Commission, member of the board, it does not negate the function of the Auditor General. The Auditor General is still independent, act independently. What the Integrity Commission does, what the Integrity Commission did was to have the official audit. There's an official audit of the Integrity Commission that is done annually and forwarded to the Ministry of Finance, and that is done on an annual basis. Jamaica need to ask themselves. Jamaica need to ask themselves. Jamaica need to ask themselves. Why is it?
Sir, you make a mouthful. No, you already make a mouthful. You already here.
Shut your mouth. Not no
We
more.
already here. I lose my chain of thought.
Shut your clappers.
I lose my chain of
Shut
thought,
up your
brother.
clappers.
Yes, I was going to say, you know, as
Is the
the people.
hold on.
All you guys have to do, you know, is to cultivate some discipline.
Brother.
Cultivate. I'm speaking.
Mr. Sir, you already landed. We already heard you.
I was speaking with until I'm finished speaking.
No.
I'm speaking.
No. We learn you. We learn you this.
No. We heard you.
Calm down, see.
But if you keep rambling and trying to appeal to emotion, then we are gonna lose with chain of thoughts. So we want to address what you just say a while ago. And that's what we just want to address. You calm down and just listen to what I say.
Ingram, calm down.
Right? You are saying another body is auditing the Integrity Commission. That's what you're saying?
You can't come back now, Mr. Ingram. Mr. Ingram, me tell you, you're a big man, and I'm not supposed to tell us so much time.
Good. I'm responding to the question asked. And I'm repeating what I said.
Thank you.
The Auditor General Office, while the Auditor General sits in the Integrity Commission, it does not negate the function.
That's not what I'm asking, sir. I'm asking
of the Auditor General.
I'm asking who audits the Integrity
Of the
Commission?
Auditor General.
Who audits the Integrity Commission?
At the end of the year,
Sir,
at
sir,
the end
you
of
have
the
a hearing
year,
problem?
at the end of the year,
Yeah.
the Auditor General is audited by an independent auditor. That report is presented to the Ministry of Finance and every year. Every single
What is he
year.
saying? What is wrong with this man? What is wrong with this
Let me
man?
repeat.
They have never been.
Independent audit and
They
independent
have
audit.
never been.
No, let's give me one answer me. Because him think say if him dance,
is submitted to the Ministry of Finance.
You're dancing around the question, sir. Who audits the Integrity Commission? That me ask you, brother.
And I responded to you, an independent auditor.
Which auditor? Who?
I don't know the firm. I don't know the firm.
Where is the report? Where we can find it?
It is submitted to the Ministry of Finance annually.
So you don't know who audit the Integrity Commission, but today I talk about it. Is that you try to tell we know? So you don't know who are the Integrity Commission, but today are
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you.
You see, that's how we can't rate it.
I don't know the name. I do not know the name of the auditing firm. I don't know.
I'm going to give you the name of the title. I know. I know. Sir.
Pay the government of it, pay that auditing firm to come audit the Integrity Commission.
Well, Nathaniel. So me I go give the body where audit the Integrity Commission. I give them accounting company, Sambo Accountants, right? So Sambo account the Integrity audit the Integrity Commission. Is it the responsibility of the Auditor General to account all government bodies?
That's a question for you, Mr. Ingram.
I'm not gonna dignify.
What do you mean you're not going to dignify?
I'm not going to dignify the trash that this individual seemed to stretch every evening. He did it the other evening. He did it that.
Mr. Ingram, we notice you don't dignify the truth. You will never dignify the truth. And the truth, this
I can never be a gossip talker. I can't never I take him out.
Dash him out.
With dash him out.
No, man, bring him back, man. I'm not ashamed. Bring him back.
No, man, him not have no manners, man. When him get cornered. No, when him get cornered, that's him no disrespect.
Bring him back. My wife.
In my ear. In my ear.
Make him stay down the side, man.
No. Pull up.
You can never dignify the truth. Why is it so hard?
Protect him. Why? Protect him. Pull up. Just whenever you hear nothing him say, whenever you hear the part that him say, just ignore that. The problem, people, Ingram, he loves this platform and other platforms where people depend where can expose him and challenge him. Him know say when him go amongst the PMP, them a be a fart them talk. Him just love on the platform and know say when he come over here, he get him to buff up and when him you see when a wild animal is caught in a car now, what do you expect the animal to do?
Start bite and war and fight.
Exactly, man. When I climb. Yeah, let me tell you something. Me tell them already, Jamaica people. I tell them all the time, Me tell them, so me try to be PMP for one day, And when me look around, me see winner them. When me look around, me see DUJON them, all Ashika them. Me say, so me can't survive. Ingram them can't survive being PMPs. We have to understand there is nothing that they're saying that can stand up to scrutiny. Hey. So that's why them show tantrum when you corner them. They're wild animals.
I want to tell us about post Ingram over YouTube, but if people in Jamaica may catch Ingram.
And him know, brother, say, brother, but them cannot. By the way, anybody see you, Richards?
You know, compare them alive again, man.
No,
me no compare them. But anybody see him?
Yeah, man. It was on live about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
I want to say something, guys. Now, I hear Mark Golding said it was tantamount to tyranny while they were while they have voted to remove the Auditor General as a commissioner from the Integrity Commission. Now, in 2019, Mark Golding had a senior position in the PMP. He was a member of parliament and he was also the opposition spokesperson on finance. Julian Robinson was also a senior member of the PNP. Dr. Peter Phillips was also the president of the People's National Party. He called a press conference with Julian Robinson sitting by his side, asking for the immediate removal of the Auditor General from the Integrity Commission because it was an act. It was a breach in the Constitution of Jamaica and also preventing the Auditor General from having oversight of the Integrity Commission as mandated by the Constitution of Jamaica. Also, her sitting there was also a conflict of interest. Now, is Mark Golding telling me that in 2019, the PNP called a press conference to call for tyranny to take place in Jamaica? Are they telling me that they called a press conference to attack the Integrity Commission to remove the Auditor General from there? Were they calling for the destruction and the defacing of Jamaica's reputation as being a country that is aiming to reduce corruption. Is Mark Golding telling me that that was the PNP?
I'm telling you something,
a senior member of the PNP at the time sat there and agreed with tyranny to take place from the PNP.
I'm going to say this and jump off. I'm going to mark my word and bookmark this. Bookmark this. See, after the election, Mark Golding going to face some serious legal challenges. I'm going to mark my words, you know.
And you know,
he might face some serious.
You know, say, oh, PNP, them got turn upon him. And them will get up left.
Me say, Mark Golding. You see why my dodge and I tell people, say, him renounce and he sit and go up and the shake him, he's going to show two look or something. And can't come forward, yes, sir. Yes, brother. Let me tell you something. Mark Golding is a nervous wreck. When you see man upon the platform, they might be a foolish man attack. When you see what go on? When you see the man like tell people come from St. Elizabeth and people like come from Rare, you know, see man is that when you see what, when you realize what happened.
You know, hearing you say prime
minister. The prime minister Vegas. They come tell the people that sentence they don't come from. Either him tell her the leader, tell her, you know. The people have not need to know where come from. We have to party man, skate and go and up like the road. Because we want answer, get answer, because we don't have to feel with it. Just have to come talk to me.
You have to wait till he comes to Vegas, because he can't get him attack. Yes, then lock.
Hear me, I say, we don't need to do nothing, no demonstration, no nothing at all. Mark Golding hold them when he dig, he might fall in at them.
Exactly.
Just trust me upon it. Mark Golding hoping for PNP and Liberal to clash in the street.
Yeah,
and man. We not entertain it.
Yeah, man, that's my hope for. Me hear myself
we not entertain that.
The Prime Minister that statutory declaration was in good order. You know, not hear him. But you never hear him.
Let me say we can't find him.
Listen,
there's something I need to say before we move on, you know. The IC has never done a performance audit. You know why? Because that audit is required to be done by the AG. And because she sits on that board, she's unable to do it.
Exactly.
So since the inception of the IC, there have been no audits for see if we money are spent good, if it not spend good, if it's working according to the mandate, nothing. While every other organization or agency is going through that or has gone through that.
Lashika, watch this now. Member say Warmington did ask for it.
Yes, and they try to ridicule Warmington and make him look like him asked to one regular end of year audit. That's what he's asking for.
They wanted one.
Remember, say the gleamer, everybody come and try ridicule him.
Yeah, and I say, him get it in a parliament every year and he doesn't know. That's not what he's asking for. He's asking for a performance audit. And a performance audit has never been done on the IC.
Because Iragwan, if they had the Auditor General auditing them, the backlog with them have would not be there.
One of the things will come out of this.
Performance.
Project
of course, they would have to.
For a second. Let me just
give me 1 second there. One of the things will come out of this since Warmington started asking a question. I thought that an audit was being done by this external body that they were saying. Lo and behold, it is a financial statement Warmington say that they keep sending to the parliament annually to show that how they have been spending the money. That's all. They have not ever been audited. Go on now win.
So nobody if rerun I give them grants.
No.
700,000 will get shot. Nobody
don't know yet, but in a third term, a whole heap of people are going to prison. We know that.
This is the Mark Golding.
There is a whole lot of issues. This annual declaration has been in good order. They have referred the matter for further investigation to the Financial Investigations Division, a critical law enforcement investigative
You know, so if you see this man ahead of taking water.
In a good order, where them are referred for.
The Prime Minister statutory declaration
Hold on,
is in good
play that
order.
again, winner. Play again, winner. Come in and hear that.
There's a whole lot of issues. His annual declaration has been in good order. They have referred the matter for further investigation to the Financial Investigations Division, a critical law enforcement investigative.
The man said
all those start to come down for him, I have to tell you.
Hold on, the man said the statutory declaration is in good order. However, they have referred it to the FID.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Hold on, Nathaniel.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something quickly. When I think when I say nothing yet, wait until the court case start. Wait until that court case start. Yeah, the judicial review case start. Una go see something and learn something, gentle people.
Jamaica.
Eh? What you think Mark Golding try to start civil unrest to mash up the country so him can't get no government? What do you think Mark Golding know? Same 12 o'clock I come. You think Mark Golding know same 12 o'clock? What do you know, man?
We're
More you the people.
We're not making get way now, we lock them up. All of them will lock them
no,
up.
man, them for go to prison, man. Them for go to prison, man. And the whole of the one with on the platform too. All them will get locked up too.
But
Cash and all of them will lock up. Ingram, all of them.
Here, Mark Golding says something, and from morning appear bad word me a cuss me. I beg God for forgive me. Mark Golding say have 2 bank accounts or 3. One dormant and he have 2 that is active. Mark Golding's statutory declaration no said that. Mark Golding have much.
So hold on, Chica, I may ask you. This 32 bank account when you have, which part we get it from? Where we get it
declaration.
And the man say have 2 bank accounts.
Me just wonder if I'm mad, Mr. Mad out of
The man sit down, the man lie every single day. The man lie morning. Him can't even say him
Where did he go?
Where
did he go to share that information? Where did he go to share that information?
Jamaica, DUJON'S. This
I want to read the Jamaican people what bank account they have. No, hold on. You will see this
evening was alive, and they said Nashika, go check DUJON'S. The one will tell lie because it will talk about Mark going to have 32 account and a lie will tell some security and some other things that must show it. I say, and that you see. And I said, Mark, what are those?
What are those? Me all here say Ingram has me live in a basement.
What are those?
We can't follow them.
Can a security exist without an account?
Nope.
Okay.
But at the same thing with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister took out loan for building house, and those are accounts. Then they reflect on him filing.
Let me say something to you. When you take out a life insurance policy, hold on. When you take out a life insurance policy, that is an account.
That's an account.
When you get a credit card, that's an account.
That's an account.
When you borrow a loan or 2, you get 2 separate accounts. If you
change the rules.
If you take out a mortgage, that is an account as well.
What if they can get it? What if they can get it account?
Me have to open 1 mortgage and a 4 account. Me have the mortgage account, 1 savings account. When I pay the mortgage and a piece to the saving, a peril insurance account, and 1 next account where the money transfer before it hit my mortgage account.
Mark
knows 4 account.
He knows
and
what
1 transaction me do, and a 4 account me have to open.
Okay.
You understand me? All right. I mean, I have a whole answer loan, so I have to open different account for it just the same.
If you even take out a vehicle from finance, you open a separate account for your normal bank account.
Once you have a mortgage, whether for your vehicle or for your house, is an account, a separate account. Them.
What I was saying now is that what Andrew always have is account, but what Mark Golding have is that account. So you see the hypocrite right there? Yeah. Because I'm telling about them PMP them. That's all they do. Everything what Andrew, I remember now, all of these things that were happening, as the DUJON said. They now attack a JLP party is all about Andrew. The one JLP party is that every attack is about Andrew.
That's why I'm not attack Mark, you know, every day I attack Mark.
Well, me I go back on the account them and me I go hear if me I go back on the account them.
Yeah.
Cause see, a bite it,
You
a
know,
bite. You know, that's why them a single way out. Cause it a bite.
DUJON'S. Them a tell lie for you, no DUJON'S and target you, so you sending them something they all kind of something them a tell lie for you.
Remember say they say me send. Remember say they say, you know. They say what they say Prime Minister bypass. Remember you know Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, you know. And the Prime Minister bypass the army and bypass the police and use me, this ship gun from America in a barrel if we go put in a Desmond Mackenzie constituency. You don't ever hear? Or the late man.
Who only pass something same and them a talk about all the one again. You burn now when one name. Enough of them here they talk about them. About the security force and alive, you all kind of foolishness. You can't follow them nonsense people, eh?
Hey, listen, let me make it clear. If one of those guys ever made the mistake and call my name or anything like that, they must speak to me lawyer. I might tell you, say, yo, a bank to do that. I want to realize that they really stay away from me. My representation, my reputation is...
But the point is, them not have nothing for your take from them.
I would make sure that every dollar that they work in their life would eventually come to me. Yeah?
The only thing these people have are them 2 points, you know. And sometimes that's why they come out here and they try to malign people's name.
Barry, yeah? when I lawsuit this file against you, I don't think you have a statutory limitation. So if you work for the next 50 years... my lawsuit still stand.
Yeah,
and I'm coming for what you have.
Yeah, what no? Them saying all of that winner. We don't see JCF have me for wanted Wednesday or nothing, so we good. Until then, we have to.
But anyways, you know, I've been looking through the Integrity Commission report, you know. And I don't know if anybody was actually reading through the lines of the Integrity report. The thing is, it is so daring that these guys kind of coined the report to make the Prime Minister look bad. Because when you went through the report says they actually had 36,000 transactions through multiple accounts, right? And because of the volume of the transaction, they decided to get an international forensic auditor to go through the account, and it took them 6 months to be in Jamaica. And when they reported that because some accounts were not filed, they could not actually provide information based on the fact that those accounts were not filed.
Don't speak about the Prime Minister.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just speaking about what is on the Integrity Commission report. You know.
Yeah, we got through it, Barry. We know what is in there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But the thing is, Lashika, when we read what is on the website, you know, you see, when we read what is on the website, a lot of people just did not understand that these 4 accounts were: one was opened with him and his father in 1989, one with him and his mother in 1989, one with him and his mother and sister in 1989, and another with him and his constituency secretary. And when he responded by saying the accounts for his father was to actually, when he sell his produce, his chicken, his cow and his goat, he put the money in, and he would have given him some money from his personal account. As right, the same thing for his mother. The mother has one that he gets his pension from Accountant General Department, and the other he gets his pension from the NIS Department. And he would have actually make a contribution to those accounts. And the one for the secretary, with the constituency secretary, that was open as a means of getting her salary, right? And they would have interviewed 80, no less than 80, right? And guess what? Nothing was found. And they now said, based on all of that, they now need to actually get further agencies of government to investigate the Prime Minister. The idea for all of this was water, so that people can have in the back of their mind that the Prime Minister is corrupt. Absolutely nothing is there to be found.
Nothing at all.
Guys, let us see where the foundation was laid.
Send me some rules.
In 20...
Hold on, winner. You hear me?
Yeah, man, we hear it. Yeah, break up.
They might try to protect me live. You send me some rules. Let me some road, I'm trying to take on your line. Yeah. Come on. I continue to come.
Oh, yeah, go to John, because them are work plan, man. Okay, so the first time they went after the Prime Minister, Seymour Panton and Greg Christie, and the rest of the Integrity Commission, was the Western Construction business. Remember, that construction company did business with both PNP and JLP government, right? And all he did was say, listen, these people already been doing business with the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party. We can do some work in my constituency, right? That was carried out. Investigation was done. On the day, on the 12th of, I think it was 12th of January, they sent a report to Parliament, and also Prince Kamika made her recommendation that there's nothing to be charged in terms of the Prime Minister, because what they laid in front of him, there was no evidence of any conflict of interest or any form of nepotism or cronyism on the Prime Minister's part, right? And she explained every single thing. But you know what the Integrity Commission did? They held on to Prince Kamika ruling. They held on to that ruling for 1 month and 13 days. No, sorry, 1 month and 3 days. They waited until the Parliament tabled the report saying that the Prime Minister is to be charged. Then the next day, they sent the report. Right? And in the middle of the night, Greg Christie retweeted that article on the Prime Minister that he's going to be charged, very well knowing that he had the document to say that there will be no charge against the Prime Minister. But what they did, they damaged his reputation, and then people were running on and saying that the Prime Minister thief, the Prime Minister go to prison, him this and him that. But even after they have filed that no charges be going to be laid against the Prime Minister, he was already damaged, he was already tainted. And from that very time, they have been after the Prime Minister. And that is why they can come out and talk about the Prime Minister in the two reports. The report that was tabled in 2024, in early 2024, states that the Prime Minister has no share in the Estate Bridge. Therefore, Kevin Stevenson, the investigator, knew very well that the Prime Minister had no shares in the Estate Bridge because he was already in the first investigation. But he went on to do a second investigation regarding that so-called the extension of the housing development from Estate Bridge. But they mentioned the Prime Minister's name 110 times in that report. Why? Because they wanted to cement in the back of the people that the Prime Minister had an interest in Estate Bridge, when even the very document, the first part of the report said the Prime Minister owned 0 shares. But yet they tried to time you into that report. Why? No, sir, you're on a PNP Wi-Fi, brother.
Let me see. Move on. Right, so.
DUJON, when I hear nothing, what you say, boy?
We're not here. Like him.
No, sir, you have to mute your mic and come back. No, sir.
Winner. Yo, we have a problem with the IC. I'm going to show you. See, a long time I said this before this even come up. You see, because me know about auditing and me know about accounting and so, there's no way them shall make a rule and say the Auditor General should sit on the IC, because the Auditor General go to everybody books. Everybody books and do a performance audit. You understand me? Someone know who go through the IC book and do a performance audit. Right?
It's still a break up, Jay. It's still a break up.
Nobody
know why they make that department become a part of it. And Peter Phillips, they want to remove it, you know. Right? And it never happened. No, because we want to remove it. It's a problem. You see? And them alone want the things. As far as me see it. And them alone must do things.
No, but it's not about who can do what. It is the right thing. The Integrity Commission is, listen, they believe that they are above Parliament, who creates the laws that govern this country. And there's no way we can give an entity $2 billion every year and we can't audit them. When you look at the number of statutory declarations that was sent to the Integrity Commission, they have only completed 1%. So therefore, even if we have politicians or public sector people thieving money, we're not gonna know.
We not.
Yeah.
I just saw a document where the auditor, the auditing for IC cost the government of Jamaica 17,135,000 because the Auditor General sits in the commission.
So no man, let's shake up. I'm explaining Yashika. Two audit up. You have one called financial reporting audit. That is the $17 million. You see the Auditor General do a performance at two different audits. So we
but no performance audit do of the
but the external auditors don't do a performance audit. They are really close.
But we don't know if that's value for money though.
No man,
that's what we're talking about.
Listen up, all audit people because we can't tell all them charge it. It's based on the amount of all them. You see if it's a small company, they may charge you less. You see if you're bringing a lot of funds and spending also, them charge accordingly. That's all them charge. Cause me work in one big company. And what we pay the auditor for the bigger group company must have $35 million. I'm just give an example. $35 million. Right?
I think you're missing what Lashika is trying to say.
No, what I'm saying, no, give me I'm not say what you're saying is wrong, but I'm just giving what there are two different audits. That's all I'm saying. The problem I'm having is that the IC don't want the Auditor General to go through the books and do a performance audit and go through them procedure and do a performance audit. And they believe that they're above board. The external audit don't do that audit at all, and that's what they're afraid of.
But so guess what now, guys? Guess what?
So them do the misleading thing and go talk, say them already audited on a financial perspective to say whether or not things are being done right with the money itself, like the money I spend there, them can verify, say this get this sign off and that. But a performance audit I go through all the simple procedure. If you follow investigation procedure, all kind of procedure, all of those things, that is the performance audit that the Auditor General will carry out, and them don't want that to come out because them know a whole heap of foolishness them do. They know.
But guys, remember, so if we should look at it, 8 years and an average of $50 million to do an audit, that's $120 million of taxpayers' money gone, you know, to do audits where we pay somebody already. Also, the Auditor General sitting at the Integrity Commission as a commissioner and get another pay. So she's paid as an Auditor General and she's paid as a commissioner. And then we have to fork out $120 million over the 8 years to pay an external auditor. Why are we then paying the nonsense? It's a waste of money.
The Constitution